Hello and welcome to that 90s Premier League podcast. Another turbo-sized edition, Woody. How are you, mate?
Very well,
25.
mate. 25.
Yeah.
Beautiful number, eh? How you doing?
Yeah, good. How about yourself?
Very well, thanks. Very well. Football's back on the telly, so Woody's a happy man.
Excellent.
You watched much this weekend so far?
Just Bundesliga, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
dirty word on a Premier League podcast.
Mate, that's some good
However,
games
though,
last night.
you're enjoying the football, aren't you, at the moment?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. That seems to be my thing. They're on a good time, that's why.
Yeah.
So for me, yep, bit of Bundesliga. But yeah, Cool. Let's get into it. So, what's today, mate? What are we talking about?
Well, I think you came up with this title, mate, didn't you? Because it's Strikers and Stinkers, which I love, by the way, because I think we've done midfield maestros.
Yeah, of course.
We've done a tiny little dabble on goalkeepers with Al Shaw, but we haven't gone into a lot of goalkeepers yet, so that's still to come.
Yeah.
But would you say strikers, do they make the Premier League? I mean, it's goals, isn't it? I mean, like, come on.
Yeah.
We talk about goals.
Yeah, they do. I think, these magazines and stuff come up with 100 greatest players of all time, and strikers should be featuring up there, not goalkeepers.
No, and do you know, we've said this though, haven't we? You don't get a Christmas VHS with like 100 best passes or like the 75 best through balls of the Premier League in 1990.
We did found the other week the saves VHS,
Oh well,
didn't we?
saves. Yeah. But
there's no defense, is there?
No, and it is all about goals. So
It is.
I think it's only right that we talk about strikers today. However,
Absolutely.
Jonesy, what are you in charge of today, mate?
Yep. So we've decided to branch out and focus on different things. So you've gone for the Premier Strikers. I've gone for the Premier Stinkers.
Yeah, I've got the good bit.
And just to put it out there, it's just a name. I'm not discouraging people's profession. They're a lot more technical gifted than I ever was. It's just a name, all right? So yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a good episode. It's going to be a good one though.
Get that disclaimer out there early, Jonesy.
Yeah.
If you feature on my stinkers list, it's nothing personal.
That's
Terms
it.
and conditions
That's it. Yes. But it's good. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one to do, as I said. And it's going to be. It was a hard one to come up with. Like you said, you were struggling. I was struggling. But I think the listeners, they're going to have their own list as well, aren't they? So, which we'd love to hear from as well.
Well, we love a healthy debate, don't we, Jonesy? And I think that's the whole point about this, because the 90s Premier League had so much going on. We're not going to get it right every week. We're not the oracles of this Premier League. We are just voices for you guys listening or viewing, you know? So if you feel a certain striker should have been on top of the list or shouldn't have made the list, or reasons why, tell us. We love it.
Yes.
Show us.
Absolutely.
Give us the reason. And I'll show you here, Jonesy. This is my prep. I've shown you this before, right? But this is a list of strikers that were on my list already. And I had to whittle that down to 5.
It's nuts, isn't it?
Tell me about your stinker research. Was it long or was it easy?
No, long as well. But
yeah,
as I said before, we were recording as well. We've already done a Foreign Legion episode, so I tried not to kind of delve back into that. That's in the archives, guys. If you want to listen to that one, Foreign Legion 11.
I like that episode as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a great episode. So yeah, I've just kind of picked. Yeah, it was difficult, but it's just going off memories. Like you sit back and go, who was shit? I mean, who was,
Jonesy, you seem nervous today now that you've got the stinkers live on recording. At first, you chose. Well, we didn't draw straws for this one, did we? You took the stinkers straight away. You said, look, I'm going to adopt these guys. I'm going to tell everyone who's dank.
I think because, I thought, like, you've got a whole page there, but I thought, I reckon the Premier Strikers would be, that's easy. Stinkers, all right. I'll get that out of the way. And then I was like, oh, geez. All right.
Wait,
I
so,
think we're gonna.
but in terms of like strikers, before we
Mm,
go into anything else, right? Tell me,
mm.
what did a striker in the 90s Premier League mean to you? Were you a kind of kid that had strikers posters on the wall? Were you always a striker when you were playing football in the garages or in the playground? Or were you a bit more of a, a switched on, I'm going to go a midfielder here. I'm going to be John Barnes, McManaman, Jamie Redknapp. Were
Yeah,
you a
always wanted to
striker?
be the. Yeah, always wanted to be the striker. You want to get the glory, don't you?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think like they're always the name, aren't they? Like on the top,
Mm.
like the goal scorer is always the pin up,
Yeah,
the main person that they talk about. So I suppose we have to do a podcast based on these guys.
very interested to see your list and your explanations as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Well, before we go into it all, I will explain the reasons why. But shall we discuss what garments we're wearing today, dearest Jonesy?
Absolutely. Cool.
You go
All
first
right.
this time because I rewatched last week's episode and I was chatting so much that I didn't even go, Jonesy, what are you wearing? And the look on
Yeah,
your little face, you went, I'm wearing the Liverpool shirt. So
that's why.
Jonesy,
That's why I shared it on Instagram, mate.
I felt even worse watching that back again. I was like, I didn't even do his intro. So
Don't worry, mate.
sorry,
I'll do my own
Jonesy,
bloody intro. Okay, okay.
drum
Cool.
roll.
All right.
What are you
Okay.
wearing?
I am wearing. I won't go into the player which influenced me this because he might be on my list, but I'm wearing the Nottingham Forest 1994 to 96 home shirt. Who'd you
What
think of
a,
this one, mate? Brian
yeah, that's
Blue,
the Yeah, it's a
Olive Mauve?
beautiful shirt, isn't it? Because it's got
Yeah,
heavy black detailing on the. Is it? It's not on. It's just over the arms, isn't it? Just slightly.
yeah, yeah. Great shirt though.
Um, it's a beautiful shirt. The badge,
Mm.
I love Nottingham Forest's badge.
Just
I
simple,
think
isn't
it's
it?
a badge. Yeah, it should never ever change. It's like Sheffield Wednesdays, like just the outline. Like you can kind of do that with a felt pen in one swift motion. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
one kind of like art attack, kind of the tree and the river. Like, oh, it looks
It's a
brilliant.
it's a giant shield, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah. I mean, that for me, there wasn't too much difference between because this is what year did you say that was, chat?
This was 94 to 96.
And then the 96 to 97.
7 was like the kind of you've got that one?
Yeah, I've got that one.
Yeah.
But the differences are very minimal, in my opinion. I
Yeah,
don't know
not
if
too
that's the
bad.
same for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. This one, I don't know. Is this one kind of like the same template as Man City's away this
Yeah.
season? Yeah.
Yeah, the black and red striped one.
Yeah. But yeah, great shirt. Classic
Yeah, so
Umbro.
classic Umbro. That screams Ian Wone,
Ian One,
Steve
Lars Bohinen.
Stone,
Yeah.
Lars
Stuart
Bohinen.
Pearce. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
Stuart
Lars
Pearce.
Bohinen.
You do, because he was a Blackburn boy, wasn't he?
Yeah, after Forest went to I think
Yeah,
we talked about that. I think we talked about that one in detail on the Foreign Legion episode.
we
Going to
did.
be referring
Yeah.
back to everyone who hasn't listened to that. Go back to it. So I'm not repeating myself.
But yeah, good chat, mate. Good choice.
Yeah, cool. So that's what we're wearing. Only joking, mate. What are you wearing?
Oh well, touche. I am wearing the Leeds United 90. We said 93 to 95, didn't we? Home shirt for this one.
Yeah.
Essex, lovely number. Thistle Hotels. The difference with this shirt is, guys, it has a very bright, thick blue collar. And for those of you that are watching on YouTube, you will see there is a stripe in the middle of the shirt, which is a yellow and blue band. I like this shirt.
It's very comfy, isn't it?
Very comfy, yeah.
We're all
nice bit of detail. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? How like when we get older, we go for design as a kid and the look, and then the player that wore it, and now we go for comfort.
As I said, yeah. Some of the ones I try, and they're like, I can't breathe. No, I'm not wearing that.
Welcome to the 90s Premier League podcast.
It's a cracking one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary McAllister, Gary Kelly.
Yeah.
Gary Speed, all the Garys.
Yeah, Gary, yeah, Triple Gary. And Carlton Palmer.
Oh, of course, yeah.
When he left Sheffield Wednesday in the 94-95 season, broke my heart, but he wore this shirt. Still love Carlton.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're wearing, mate. Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. All right. You got a stat for us?
I'm ready.
Before we start, I was going to update the intro, right? But I can't find that binder anywhere online. You're going to have to send me a photo, mate.
It's fine. You can keep it at that. But yeah, it's a bit of a bright one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
I'll send
I
you a
like
picture.
it.
So,
before we start, I keep saying them Woody binders. I keep finding different binders on eBay.
the one you sent me, though, recently, that does look very professional, that one.
Yeah, the learning pack. The learning.
Yeah.
It looks like, I don't know if it's a referee's. I don't know. You have to share
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I just keep signing binders and I go, oh, here you go. You have a collection, mate.
But that binder looks like if we are ever, this sounds so stupid me saying this out loud. If we are ever fortunate enough to have a Premier League player on our podcast, that is the binder that I would have. I'd be like, well, thank you for joining. Today's schedule will be, and I'll be really formal. Like, you won't see me the same.
It's a cool one. It's got little pockets where you put stuff in. Did you see it? It's got like, yeah.
It's a podcast presenter's dream, Jonesy, that
Absolutely.
binder.
Yeah. All right. What have you got?
Sorry, I digress. Start of the week this week. So, the most consecutive seasons to score at least 30 goals goes to the wonder talisman, Alan Shearer. Okay. We will talk about him a bit more in the podcast. However, I wanted to just blow his trumpet a bit more this week. Okay. So, in consecutive seasons, he joined Blackburn in the season of 1992, but obviously he had an ACL injury halfway through the season, which obviously ruled him out for the rest of that season. So, but he still scored 16 goals in 1992, which is incredible, right? Signing from Southampton. However, 1993 to 94, he scored 31 goals. 94 to 95, obviously, when Blackburn won the Premier League, he scored 34. In 95-96, he scored 31 again. Jeez. But Blackburn that season finished 7th. Now, if your striker is scoring 30 plus goals a season, you win in the league, right?
You would think so, yeah.
I mean, I know Kevin Phillips did for Sunderland in the sort of 99, 2000s. How on earth, like, that consistency is incredible for a striker, isn't it?
I mean, that Blackburn, obviously, strike partnership with Chris Sutton. Chris Sutton said that he was happy for Shearer to take all the glory and things like that as well.
Yeah.
But even in that 95, 96, I mean, Ray Harford kind of dropped Sutton for a little bit and Mike Newell was up front with him, but he still got his 31 goals.
Yeah,
I mean,
incredible.
See, isn't it? Yeah.
And they valued Alan Shearer's transfer in today's money. I mean, it was valued a few years ago, but obviously it was against players like Neymar's transfer, etc. And his move to Newcastle in this day's money would have equivalated to 222 million.
Wow.
Yeah, mental.
Really?
Yeah, because of his goal stats and the kind of the player that he was at that time.
Yeah.
That's how much he would have been worth. And do you know what? That's an incredible kind of tribute to how good he was in the Premier League.
I'm so
yeah.
I'm so glad his record still stands. I was always a bit nervous Harry Kane was gonna
get
that record.
It's probably going to be broken at some point, but I think at the moment it needs to stay with Big Al.
Yes.
That's my stat of the week.
Excellent. Thank you. Love that one. Okay. So I was doing a bit of digging around what's going on in the month of September. So just a little bit of information I found. 1993, due to the month of September. No bias on this pod though, mate. There we go. Let me bring up the stat. No sweet September. All right. So Liverpool.
Oh.
In the month of September 1993, Liverpool lost 4 games in a row.
Wowzers.
So lost against Coventry City 1-0. Do you know who scored that game? Do you know who scored that goal for Coventry?
Undlevu.
Phil Bapp.
No.
Yeah, obviously before his transfer the previous season.
They were completely Phil Kebab at Highfield
Yeah.
Road. Oh dear.
So that was on the 1st of September. The 12th of September 1993, Liverpool lost at home to Blackburn. 18th of
Yep.
September, they lost 2-0 to Everton away.
That's
And
gotta
the
hurt.
25th, and then the 25th of September, they lost 1-0 against Chelsea away. But I thought they're terrible. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's not
see,
good.
Souness didn't last very long, did he, after that? But yeah, just a kind of as I said, no sweet September in 1993 for Liverpool. That's unheard of now. Imagine that happening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's room for that now in today's
No,
day and age of Premier League, is there really?
no.
I didn't know it was that bad, mate, but thank you for
Mm,
airing your dirty laundry on
yeah.
air. So it's much
Because
appreciated.
I saw in I was going through some shoot magazines from September, and a few people were writing into Jimmy Greaves and the kind of airing their grievances
The dear
about
Deirdre of
Liverpool.
football.
Yeah, Jimmy Greaves. Tell you what, some of the stuff on there is like it's mind blowing. Like the things people write in,
Hmm.
people complaining about Coca-Cola Cup having replays. Oh, it's taking the toll on players. Scrap the second legs, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Back then,
Nutrition though wasn't there in the 90s though, so having all of these replays in the week, like the players must have been knackered.
yeah, it's funny how obviously someone who supports a Premier League team are going, it doesn't benefit, only benefits the lower league teams financially, and you're just like.
Oh God.
Well,
Yeah.
I won't go through it. That's Jimmy Greaves. If you ever have shoot magazines from '93, there's some good columns in there.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Do you want to get on to Premier Strikers and Premier Stinkers? So, like everything else, Woody, I've done sticker book
Beautiful
format.
edit.
There you go. So I don't know if you notice, for the people who are going to be watching on Spotify and YouTube, so Woody on his sticker book has got a nice gold shiny badge. Go to mine. There you go.
Oh,
I've got a nice rustic one that's fallen in the bin somewhere for the stinkers. All right.
a bit of a rusty one. To me, from what I can see right now, it looks like it's clouded by some sort of stench. Is that the back of Stabutio, by the way?
Yep. Good. Well done. 10 points.
I was going to say, that looks like Zola in the back, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was looking for a kind of a sticker book. What can I do? And I was looking for a green one. I was like, Stabutio had a good cover. I could possibly borrow.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
Amazing.
Excellent. All right, so let's start with your Premier Strikers. Number 5.
Yeah.
Les. What's going on there,
Les. Right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a background, guys, into why I'm choosing who I'm choosing. I've not just gone for goals. I've not just gone for the top of like people's lists online or in the record books, etc. I have gone for my top 5 strikers that, one, have given their all for all of their clubs they've played for. They were good, honest, decent strikers, good performances, consistency, strong, but also gave us good memories in the Premier League. So to start this off, in at number 5 is Les Ferdinand. So Les Ferdinand made 349 Premier League appearances, scoring 149 goals. Within the 90s, he played for QPR, Spurs, and Newcastle. So I would say Les Ferdinand is close to being a complete striker, Jonesy. I don't know what you think. I mean, he was great in the air, strong up top, held the ball up well, but had a powerful thunderbolt of a strike.
He seemed to, I don't know, he seemed to kind of float in the air for ages, didn't he?
Yeah, I just think his kind of most of his photos that I've seen of him in action is him kind of like hands on the defender's shoulders and about 8 feet above them, kind of like going with his head. I just liked him as a striker. I just thought he was very kind of like, he always delivered. If you had Les Ferdinand up front, he was kind of like, he'll do the job today. I know he'll score.
I always rate him. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get a penalty or he'll cause mischief. Like, he must have been a nightmare for defenders.
But just looking at, I don't know if you can see that sticker. Have you seen how it's tiny, the CS sponsor is?
Yeah.
So it looks like someone's, I don't know what they've done. What they done? Sticky taped it on?
That might be probably like between sponsors or something. And
Do you
they've
think
got,
there was
We've
Classic
got
FM?
Merlin. Oh, yeah.
Do you reckon they've
Yeah,
covered
might
that
be.
up?
Might be, yeah, because that's quite a big
Yeah.
sponsor. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
but
know
no,
that.
that's great. I mean, at the end of the day, this is your sticker book, mate. You know, you've got
Yeah.
that nice shiny one. I've got the tatty old sticker book, but that's all right.
I don't
I'll go.
get, though, for this. He only played 17 times for England, scoring 5 goals.
Yeah. We've
Just,
been. I think we talked about that one before, haven't we?
we
How it
have,
just doesn't
but,
make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I don't get it. But, yeah, Les Ferdinand, memories of him, brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah, loved him at Newcastle as well.
Excellent. Let me get on to my first one. All right. Number 5, I've got John Dale Tomlinson.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
John Dale Tomlinson. So he. I'll go through the Newcastle stuff. So he's considered a flop because he only scored 4 goals in 35 appearances during a single season during
Ooh.
97, 98. So
Okay.
struggling to adapt to the Premier League after a 2.5 million transfer from Hirambean. So,
Okay.
I mean, I've talked about it before, that preseason friend, I think against Celtic. He was in a tournament. He was great.
Mm.
But yeah, apparently he was expected to be a prolific goal scorer, but he struggled. So he just found the physical demands of the Premier League challenging, couldn't adjust to the high expectations of a team that had lost key attackers like David Ginola and Les Ferdinand.
Oh, so wow, how this has worked out, Jonesy. So Super Les has been replaced by John Dahl here.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, okay.
So
Was this the season they brought about 50 in the summer as well? He was, wasn't he?
I think, yeah. So I think
Right.
Kenny was here, wasn't he? So he was signed as a
Ooh.
link-up player. So he's signed as a link-up player with Alan Shearer.
Right.
And obviously was moved to the striker position after Shearer's injury and the transfer of Ferdinand, but he just kind of lacked the necessary physical strength. So there you go.
Who did they
He was
have up front then? If he weren't scoring and Shearer was injured, was it Tino?
Was it that weird season when John Beresford was the top scorer? You remember that?
God, is that true?
There was
Oh
was
dear.
it? Let me have a look. He wasn't the top scorer, but he was scoring, wasn't he?
I mean, I'm basing this on John Dahl Tomasson being good for Denmark because I liked watching him for Denmark in like the World Cups, etc. But yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, sometimes that when you get a striker that you've got high hopes for that's performed in other leagues and then comes to the Premier League and is literally like poop.
Yeah.
It is disheartening, isn't it?
I think that during that season, John Beresford was scoring some. I don't think he was the top scorer, but John Barnes, I think, was he that top scorer with 6 or 7 or something? It was a terrible season.
Yeah, it's not good. Great kit though.
But yeah, John Dale Tomlinson, he did well after that. I think he went to AC Milan, went to final at AC Milan. He did well at AC Milan.
Yeah, yeah.
Former Blackburn
Fair
Rovers
enough.
manager as well. But yeah, lots of promise for John Dale, but just didn't deliver. All right, your next one.
So let me spray some air freshener on this after having such a stinker of John Dale Thompson. Who have I got in number 4, Jonesy?
Teddy.
Teddy Sheringham.
I was struggling to pick which picture because the season after the wind sweeps his hair very nicely in the 94-95 one, but I thought I'd go the 93-94 sticker.
He's puffed his chest out in this one, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah,
I mean, he's either holding something in or there was a female photographer. Oh, yeah. That's like Ricky Gervais in like David Brent, like when he changed his shirt, like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So what have you got for Teddy?
Well, again, I just think Teddy Sheringham is like the pinnacle 90s striker for me. 417 Premier League appearances, 146 goals, 70 assists. Because I base my experience of watching Teddy Sheringham on Euro 96, right? He was the perfect partner of a striker, in my opinion, to Andy Cole, to Alan Shearer for England.
Yeah.
You know, Klinsmann. So he's got 70 assists through his Premier League career.
Wow.
He's obviously played at Forest, Spurs, and Manchester United during the 90s. Obviously, synonymous.
I hated him at Man United.
Did you?
Yeah, I liked him at
Now,
Spurs when he went to. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't like him at Man United, but now I look back at him at Man United and I appreciate his genius.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's synonymous for his performance against Bayern Munich at the Nou Camp in the Champions League final. I liked Teddy Sheringham, though, because I liked the fact that he left Man United to go back to Spurs. I just like it when players left United as a kid.
Yeah.
I felt they were so greedy buying all the best players. I liked it when players left. I mean, that's really childish.
I mean, his longevity as well. What was he, 36 when he finished at England or something?
Yeah, I mean, an incredible international career. Because that's what I say, though. Like, he wasn't put there for his kind of goal scoring. Because Euro 96, I always remember his pass to Alan Shearer against Holland when we thrashed Holland 4-1. And it was that kind of like open his body out, pass it, and then Shearer just like drills it into the top corner. I just think he always had a great weight of a pass. He was always really clever. He was just very switched on as a professional footballer. And I think he embodied it well.
The perfect second striker?
Yeah, very much like who can I associate him to now? Like a Giroud. Olivier Giroud.
Yeah.
You know, get the ball down, hold it up, like an Ida Johnson used to do for Chelsea with Hasselbank. You know, you always needed that second striker. So yeah, Teddy Sheringham, take a boot.
Excellent. All right, let's go back to my sticker book. My second one.
Something stinks around here, Jonesy. It's number 4 for you. What are you whiffing?
Look at that sticker. Remember Ibrahima Bakayoko?
Wow, is he leaning there, Jonesy, in a Merlin sticker?
New signing. Yeah. Do you remember?
Hey.
Yeah.
Ibrahima in the building.
Ibrahima Bakayoko. So he's considered a flop during his time at Everton. He failed to live up to his high expectations. I think they
not
paid
for his stickers, though.
No, I think they paid 4.5 million for him in 1998, and there was considerable hype surrounding his potential, and he just didn't deliver. I mean, you look at it on YouTube, he scored a cracking goal against Bristol City in, I think in the FA Cup or Coca-Cola Cup, a free kick. But I remember the hype when they signed him, and it was just wasn't there.
Well, this is the sort of time that he was playing with like Materazzi and Slavan Bilic in that kit, right?
Joe Max Moore, who was he one?
Who?
Joe Max.
Is he a player? I have never heard that name. Have you just created like a Max Power kind of like Homer Simpson name? Joe Max Moore.
Joe Max Moore.
Right.
1999 they signed him. November 11th. Here we go, we're segueing. Joe Max Moore signed with Everton after he impressed Everton staff on the 7-day tryout. There you go.
From where? Jonesy, I have never heard of this guy's name.
No, Joe Max Moore? Jeez. I mean, he could be
Stop saying Joe Max Moore. Like, what
do you mean? He was elected into the USA National Soccer Hall of Fame in 2013. So they signed him from New England Revolution.
Wow. Is he number 3 for you?
No. Ibrahima Bakayoko. We've just segued.
It's just you've mentioned the world's most random footballer. Was he partner to Bakayoko from Everton?
I think they were around the same time, weren't they? 99.
Because I remember Danny Cadamartri in that kit.
Yeah.
Duncan Ferguson, obviously.
Yeah. I saw, so segueing from that as well.
Sorry.
Ibrahima Bakayoko was if you played Championship Manager around that time, I found this from 90's. There we go. So Ibrahima Bakayoko, Championship Manager fans loved him. Everton's fans didn't. So he was one of those, mate, he had a 20 for influence, 18 for pace. He was like, he was a cracking, I remember signing 18 for shooting.
What was his price tag?
I can't remember. He was at Montpellier before Everton.
Okay.
So yeah, I always remember signing him. Yeah. So
I can imagine you, Jonesy, for Championship Manager, by the way, mate. You're literally going to log in and like when you start a new season, you go straight to the search bar and type in Ibrahima Bakayoko. Just for the stat, and then you buy him straight away.
Yeah, he played 23 games, scored 4 goals, and he was moved on. Yeah, so
what a shame.
Yeah, there you go. Ibrahima Bakayoko.
Like the photo, though.
Joe Max Moore.
Yeah, come on. If anyone, right, someone needs to help me out here. If any of you listeners or viewers want to tell me you knew who Joe Maxmore is, I mean, like
we can do a forgotten players episode one time. We can add.
I knew Maxwell House. That was a coffee.
I forgot. I'll share when I do the edit. I'll share a photo of Joe Maxmore.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
I'm going to. Yeah, there you go, Joe Max. All right, let's get on to your next one. Okay, back to Woody's sticker book. So your number 3, whoever we got. Ian, right. No introduction,
yes,
is it? We all know about the main man.
Good old Uncle Ian. What can I say about Ian Wright that not many people already know? I mean, he's just a character, first of all. And I say character in the best sense. I mean, as in, he was funny, passionate for Arsenal, celebrations.
I loved his celebrations.
Yeah, I'm going to say shithouse because at times, when he used to wind up the Tottenham fans or Man United, like his tackle on Peter Schmeichel at Highbury.
I was going to say he had a bit of Peter Schmeichel going on, didn't he?
He had a real ruthless streak to him. And if I'm honest, a good striker needs to get under people's skin. Like Jamie Vardy did, all that kind of bickering, the wind up, the kind of just riling up defenders and stuff like that. He had a character to him and a bit of pizzazz. 213 Premier League appearances, 113 Premier League goals.
Oh, brilliant.
33 caps for England with 9 goals in return. If they didn't have Thierry Henry, he'd be Arsenal's greatest ever. Oh, hang on, Woody. Do not shoot too soon.
Hold up.
I'm not going to say it. Woody, zip it. Ian Wright is just a brilliant striker. Fast.
Yeah.
His chip at Ellen Road was glorious. The fact that he was he tucked in his collar, he just had a bit of something about him that people loved.
Yeah.
And I think
he always seemed to have fun, didn't he, on the pitch? He had a smile on his face most of the time.
Spot on, mate, actually. He looked like he was enjoying himself when he played, and he was playing for that kind of fun. And that resonated, I think, in his performances. So, Ian Wright.
Yep. Excellent. Good call. Okay, next to mine.
Oh, dear.
I don't know why. I'm kind of regretting now. Remember Sean Dundee?
Yeah, I remember Sean Dundee.
All right. So Sean Dundee was considered a Liverpool flop because his £2 million transfer in 1998 was a miserable failure, resulting in a mere 5 appearances, no goals, and less than an hour of playing time before his return to Germany. So he was brought in to cover an injured Robbie Fowler, but failed to impress and was sold. Former Liverpool manager Roy Evans called him terrible and one of his most regrettable signings.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I'd hate to have that tag.
So he only made 5 substitute appearances in total, never starting the game. So Dundee admitted himself he wasn't fit enough upon his arrival, and that his focus on gym work slowed him down instead of improving his football.
Where'd he come from?
Karlsruhe in Germany.
Okay, but he was Australian, right?
He was South African.
South African. Okay.
Yeah, so he was a promising striker. Yeah, so he was doing well in Germany.
For some reason, when I hear your accent say Dundee, I immediately go to Australian.
Mick Dundee.
Yeah, Crocodile Sean. There you go.
Yeah, so Dundee's Liverpool spell ended with him failing to score in 56 minutes on the pitch. So he was sold to Stuttgart for $1 million.
Wow.
So he's, as I said before, he's frequently features on Liverpool's worst signings of all time list. And while initially blaming the managers, now he acknowledges his own mistakes, such as a lack of work ethic.
Oh, I feel a little bit sad for this one, mate, having read the
He was
little
an
kind of comment from Roy
yeah.
Evans as well, and this saying that
I mean,
admitting it as well.
he
Oh,
was like, I don't know if he was like bad as a wonder kid. I think I've shown this before when he was, he had his own in Germany, he had his own video game. Sean Dundee's World Cup football.
have you just made this up?
No, no, no. So
He
Sean
had
Dundee
a
had
computer game.
so Sean Dundee had his name attached to a 1997 video game called Sean Dundee's World Cup Football. The game was so it's a German repackage of Puma World Football '98. There
That's
you
not
go.
even a Karlsruhe shirt either, is it?
No, it's got It's like Ubisoft Productions on there.
Wow, they've gone
Do you
full like
do
Norwich
what's the
City there.
Fußballer Simulation? Yeah,
Oh
there
God.
you go.
Okay, right.
If anyone's ever played that game, let me know.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, as I said, he's one I've seen before. A feature on Liverpool's worst signings.
Are you
So I
noticing a
thought,
distinct correlation between this and the Foreign Legion now?
what do you mean? What?
Well, like a lot of these players that come in from the Premier League, Foreign Legion wise, the international players didn't take to the Premier League straight away, did they?
No,
I mean,
no.
so far, 3 of my top 5 have been England strikers in the Premier League in the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very difficult for an international striker to take charge straight away, isn't it?
Yeah, they have to be very special, don't they?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're going to go on to your number 2.
Number 2.
This is, drum roll, Mr. Alan Shearer.
Now, I wonder how many listeners have spat out their coffee at this point, thinking that he should be number 1, eh? Did I shock you?
He was my number 1.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah. My original list. Yeah. He was on there.
I want to know in a minute what your top 5 is, mate, actually, if you've got it. Right. 441 Premier League appearances. Wowza Rooney. 260 Premier League goals. 112 goals in 138 appearances for Blackburn alone. Come on. Like, I don't need to say much more about Alan Shearer. We've obviously mentioned him in the stat of the week. I just like those 4 strikers I've just put there. I'd quite happily finish with. I just think they are incredible English Premier League heritage strikers.
Yes, I agree.
Like, they add everything, those strikers.
Comparing I mean, we've done it before. Comparing then to now with English strikers, it's, I mean, I don't even
daylight. Unbelievable. Like,
yeah.
I just like these aren't, I mean, other than Teddy Sheringham, these aren't necessarily tall strikers. They're not necessarily well built, strong strikers. But every single one of those strikers there so far would muscle off a defender. They've got a great aerial presence. They're fast and they're good at finishing. That's all you need.
Absolutely.
Back to Jonesy and his whiffers. Who have you got, mate?
Oh, whiffers. All right. We all know my number 2. I'm wearing the shirt. That's a Andreas Silenzi. Just because he was the first Italian to play in the Premier League. Come on.
Yeah.
You think, there's Saturdays and Sundays when we used to watch Football Italia. It was a different world back then. Football Italia. How much did you put that on? This is class.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah. The multicolored
like
Channel 4 logo, the ball bouncing off it.
It was like a Super League, wasn't it? Because of the players they had back then. You thought any player that come across would be an instant hit, but it just didn't happen. So he's considered a flop after his unsuccessful spell. So yeah, as I said, he was the first Italian to play in the Premier League, £1.8 million signing from Torino, but failed to score in 12 league appearances for Forest. And after a loan spell, was sent packing back to Serie A and never returned to Forest.
Whenever I see, just off the back of this, if I see a striker performing in Serie A, right, and I say, I'd love to watch him in the Premier League. Transfer deadline day comes, he signs. He's at your club, right? I want him to start from day one. But nowadays, that just doesn't happen, does it? And the reason is the manager then goes, he's not match ready. He's not match fit. Hang on a minute. He's played in the Italian league. He should be ready for the Premier League. But I'm saying that as a fan. But can you imagine being in Andrea Silenzi's shoes here, right? Who did he play for before Forest? Sorry, Torino?
Torino. So in the 93-94 season, he finished with 17 goals. So he was third in the top scorers list.
So you would automatically assume to just go straight into the Premier League guns blazing. But it must be so hard for a striker to like get straight in, to be a successful striker and from another country and to go straight into the Premier League. Because I wouldn't have said that at the time he signed for Nottingham Forest, I don't think the Premier League was at its peak then. It wasn't like
so
the fast pace.
95, 96. So, so for Torino, so he spearheaded the attacking trio of Enzo Francigoli and a young Benito Carboni. So they were the main man at Torino. So his impressive form got him a call up to the Italy national team in 1994. So he got a call up to Italy.
So Wednesday signed Carboni that season.
Yeah.
95, 96. So the Premier League pretty much drained Torino then.
I think so. So he's looking back on it. Yeah, so some sources suggest he was wrongly positioned as a replacement for Stan Collymore, and that burden of the pressure, and also of being in the first Italian in the league, so that put a bit of pressure on him as well.
I can't imagine how hard that must have been though to like fill someone's shoes and go, right, you need to score now.
Come on, mate. But I remember his poster in Shoot and Match magazine, a bit like that sticker, his big head, and you're like, oh, look at that hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, this guy's going to be good.
Yeah. It's like unveiling like a handsome Italian man amongst the English public. It's like, no, he's got to be a good striker. Look at his hair, like Ginola. And then like it's like, oh, get rid of him. Send him packing. He's not good enough.
Yeah. So looking at it, so his style of play, so since he was a tall, old-fashioned centre forward, you wouldn't even think it, would you?
No.
There you go.
What shame. What shame.
What a shame. There you go. All right, let's get back to your sticker book. Drum roll. Oh, all right. There we go. Number 1.
The Iceman.
Dirty Den.
Dirty Den. Dennis Bergkamp. I can't tell you how much I love this man. I just think he changed football for me.
Yeah.
Other than Chris Waddle, he's up there with one of my icons of football as a kid. I just think his brain, his prowess, his intelligence on the ball, he was incredible. Didn't have the start that Arsenal fans wanted, but by God, did he catch up. Like, if I'm talking about Dennis Bergkamp in the 90s, not only did he score some of the greatest goals I've ever seen, he's probably given me the best memories of 90s goals. I mean, his goal against Argentina in France 98 was, which still gives me goosebumps now.
Oh, yeah.
His hat-trick at Filbert Street for Arsenal against Leicester, incredible. His goal at Roker Park against Sunderland, where he turns around and covers his mouth. Because he doesn't really realise. I mean, if you look at Stephen Hughes and Paul Merson when they go up to celebrate with him, they're like, what the hell has this man just done? Because if you want to win Woody's heart, you've got to curl it and get it caught in the stanchion.
Yeah.
Like, any goal scored like that in the Premier League just makes me tingle. Right.
And
so,
it's kind of, it's just, I just remember when they signed him and it didn't start out well for him, did it? You know, he was considered a flop. Even in Italy as well, I don't think. I mean, he won the UEFA Cup and stuff, but he wasn't considered a success, was he?
No, 52 appearances for Inter Milan. Only 11 goals. I mean,
see, that's what it is. He didn't take to Serie A, did he?
Scored twice against Norwich, though, didn't he, Gaz? Didn't he, Gaz?
Did he, Gaz? Oh,
7.5 million. So, yeah, he came with a heavy price tag. The Bruce Rioch. So that's Bruce Rioch's little gift. We did mention this in the Foreign Legion. Obviously, he scored his first goal against Southampton in September of that season. So, 7.5 million price tag. Arsenal fans are like, come on, Den. Dirty Den. Get a goal.
Den. Yeah.
He scored a great goal at Highbury, and then he just took off from there.
Yeah. Yep.
315 appearances, 87 Premier League goals. How many assists do you reckon Dennis Bergkamp had in the Premier League?
I do it. I wouldn't even know where to start. Surprise me. Go on.
96.
Wow.
So he's everything to me. I don't want to cry live on air, Jonesy. So I want to tell you how beautiful this man is. He is just an effortlessly glorious footballer. And I would probably put him up there in some of the. Do you know what? Right. I'm closing my binder. I'm going to say Dennis Bergkamp is probably one of the greatest footballers of all time.
I'd agree with that. He's got to be up there.
I have to. I just enjoyed watching him so much.
How was he in? We saw. I think I shared the other day, didn't I? I don't even know where it is now. The 100 greatest Premier League players. Where does he come in those kind of lists?
He's up there in the top 10, isn't he? But I just don't think he's kind of appreciated enough. I know he is amongst Arsenal fans and Dutch fans. It's just
this is bullshit. Let's go back to this, Woody. Sorry, we're going to pull this out. All right, because it's rubbish, right?
Go on.
All right, so 442's 100 Premier League players of all time. Where do you reckon he comes? Where does he come?
If he's not in the top 10, that's disgraceful.
All right, this is where I call out a bullshit list, right? And I don't know who made this list. It could be controversial. Right, so Dennis Bergkamp came 23rd. Do you know who was higher than him?
Oh, don't offend me, mate.
Rio Ferdinand.
Are you kidding me?
No, this is where I'm saying this is bullshit list, right? And then they shouldn't. If you're going to have a list, right, separate them, because I don't know how goalkeepers can be higher than strikers because it doesn't. No, Ashley Cole's been put in higher than Bergkamp.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. All right. Sorry for the rant, but yeah, stuff like that.
No, that's correct, mate. I mean, you needed to do that. Get off your chest. I mean, I've seen you angry there, mate.
Yeah, no, because it's just whoever comes up with these lists.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Shame on you.
Call me old-fashioned, but why is Steve Bruce at 99? Come on, mate. He should be higher than that.
Steve Bruce at 99? Again, a brick wall of a defender. Look at his nose. Come on, he put his nose on the line. 99th.
I could go through this list all day, right? Joe Hart, 73. Les Ferdinand, 76.
Oh, wow. Jonesy, you need to cut an onion of a whiffer for your next one to distract me from that absolute blasphemy.
Yeah, no, this is as I said.
Oh, this isn't on. I feel like taking my headphones off right now. You have ruined my day with that list.
Because it's just like, Gary Neville, 48. Gary Neville? No.
We can't go on appearances.
Gianfranco Zola, 51. Ian Wright, 50.
Wow. Yeah. Don't tell me Carlos Tevez is in the top 10.
I didn't see him, to be honest.
Is he there?
No, I don't think so. Brett Friedel, 65. 66.
Give me the top 10.
Right, we'll start from number 10. Frank Lampard.
Okay.
Number 9, Roy Keane. Harry Kane. Number 7, Eric Cantona. Number 6,
this is of all time.
Yeah, 100 top 100 Premier League players of all time. All right,
I'm a little
number
bit
7
about Kevin De Bruyne. Sorry, Karen.
So number 7, Eric Cantona. Number 6, Kevin De Bruyne. Number 5, Mohamed Salah. Number 4, Alan Shearer. Number 3, Wayne Rooney. Number 2, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 1, Thierry Henry. Which Thierry Henry, I can see.
Yeah. I don't think we saw the best of Cristiano Ronaldo.
I was going to say that his best years were at Madrid, weren't they?
Yeah,
I think they just
wow.
How would they put this list together? I don't know.
Interesting.
We
probably need to cover this off.
Oh, mate, it's an angry episode.
Simmering. I'm simmering right now. Move on.
Carl Walker, 45. Come on, I'm just going to...
I am like a hot saucepan of new potatoes right now, Jonesy. I'm at boiling point.
All right.
Move on.
All right, okay. All right, it's my last one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right. So people are going to be going, this is a strange one. Okay, it's a strange one. I'll explain why. All right. So first one, recognize him? Stefan Givac. Remember him?
Yeah, Gavach, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
everyone's going, why have you put Stefan Gavach number one? I'll tell you, right. So so Newcastle signed him in 1998. So he's considered a flop because he only
Yep.
lasted 4 games and scoring 1 goal. The reason I put him in there because he played in the World Cup final against Brazil. He was their leading
He
striker.
did.
Yeah, so this is why I was saying. So Newcastle bought him after on the back of the World Cup 1998. So he's
Mhm.
a World Cup. Yep. So he won the World Cup. There you go. But he was just trash. He was just, 4 games. He only lasted. He got booted out the same season as well.
Wow.
I think he scored on his debut against Liverpool, but he's even been labelled the worst ever Premier League forward.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
scoring on your debut is great, but if you don't back it up with consistency, you're forgotten, aren't you?
yeah, he was just, as I said, yeah, I think he played in every game at the World Cup. He was that
Yeah,
number
well,
9.
I remember the name. I don't remember
Yeah.
him playing for Newcastle.
So it could be, yeah. So I think he was signed by Uncle Kenny Dalglish, but obviously he
Uncle
left and
Ken.
Udo that came in. Oh, so that could have helped us. Could have short-lived his career as well. But yeah, only appeared in 4 games and just yeah,
Would you say this is a dark time for Newcastle this season? Because I know they made
it
an FA Cup final and they were in the Champions League, but
it was a difficult transition, wasn't it,
it
from
was, wasn't it?
Keegan to Dalglish? Then it was just like a fire sale for Dalglish, getting rid of Ginola, Ferdinand, um, and just signing obviously Ian Rush, John Barnes.
Is this the same
Yeah.
season as John Dal Thomason as well? Because it's the same kit, or is this the year after or year before? Sorry.
I think John Dale Thomason was 97, 98. This is
Was he?
98 after World Cup.
Ah, okay.
Um, but then he went to Rangers, I think, won the treble, so it can't be that bad for him.
Well, Gavach went to Rangers.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I
Just
don't think he
goes to
lasted
show,
very
doesn't
long.
it? Premier League game for
Um,
everyone, boy.
even Rangers, it was only, 14 games?
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't. He won the Scottish League. He won the league and he won the League Cup.
Okay.
All in the same season as well. So he started at
Wow.
Newcastle, ended up at Rangers with a league championship league medal, and then went back to Auxerre. So he's quite prolific in France, I think.
Yeah.
He won the
Yeah.
Golden Boot after, yeah. So I don't know. Just
Wow.
wasn't. So there you go. So does it show? It goes to show you could win the World Cup and still be a
Yeah.
stinker.
Yeah. No, I agree,
There you
mate.
go. Okay. Have you got a? So let's go back to your one now. Okay. So your list. There you go.
Yeah.
Did you want to see mine?
Yeah. Go on.
All right. I deleted it. So I'm doing it off memory now. So I'm pretty sure. I think number 5, I had Andy Cole.
Andy Cole was he was actually in my top 5. I took him out.
Yeah.
Again, would I say he's an underrated Premier League striker? No, I think he was very much appreciated, wasn't he? I mean,
Yeah.
34 goals in 40 matches for Newcastle, though.
I think that's where I'm basing him on, just as
in
Newcastle
93.
career. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've gone, yeah. So number 5, I think went Andy Cole. Number 4, I think I went Les Ferdinand.
Well done.
Yeah. Number 3, I think I put Ian Wright as well.
Mhm.
Number 2, the man behind me, Robbie Fowler. What's going on, mate?
Yeah. Do you know, I just, for some reason, he was a great striker, a poacher.
Yeah.
I just don't think he embodied the classic Premier League striker, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just think he had too much of an attitude. He wasn't like a get your head down, be a model professional like these guys, like Les and Ted,
Yeah.
like Les, Ted, and Alan. You know,
It's Ted and Alan. So he was my number 2, and number 1 was Alan Shearer. I don't know, but for me, as I said, I mean, Dennis Bergkamp's your only foreign striker there. But when
Yeah.
I think of strikers in the 90s, I think of English strikers,
Mhm.
which is complete opposite to modern day Premier League now.
Reel off some strikers, Jonesy, whilst you're there, mate. Some Premier League strikers to your memory. So this is your kind of this is your life red book. Tell me some strikers you think.
Well, we had a chat before we had about Michael Owen. Is he
Yeah.
get? Does he get that much? He's not very well loved, is he?
No, I
But
don't think he kicked off, but he did. I'm sorry, that's stupid. He did kick off in the
yeah,
90s, but I
I
just
always think of him as a late 90s. But then you look at it, and he's
yeah,
like his first proper season, 97, 98, 36
yeah,
games, Premier League, 18 goals. I think
yeah,
he was the Golden Boot.
yeah,
Same with the next season as well.
with Dion Dublin.
Um, yeah, Chris Sutton, I think as well. Chris Sutton's
Mhm.
another one as well. You know, I
Yeah,
think
Chris Down was
he's
on my list.
yeah. Dwight York, I think
Dwight
his Villa
York,
days.
yeah.
Do you think his Villa days gets overlooked for their?
Yeah. I didn't realize
Yeah,
he was at Villa for so long as well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's what's forgotten, in
yeah,
my opinion.
yeah.
Um, I've got Dean Saunders. Dean Saunders, I put down as a classic Premier League striker for Aston Villa.
Yeah,
I've got David Hurst, and I think
yeah.
and again, he's the reason why he's on the background for me, guys. By the way, I've got the 93, 95 away shirt with David Hurst on. Um, I just,
Lovely.
I think without injuries, he would have been a top Premier League striker. He was obviously on Man United's books, or the radar, sorry, not books. But he was again, I put him in the category of Alan Shearer, Ian Wright, Les Ferdinand, that poacher. His goals didn't have to be from 30 yards.
Mm.
He was just, in the box, getting in the thick of it with a defender. I've got Mark Hughes, mate. What do you think from your Welsh contingent?
Yeah, I think he's another one. I think he's tarnished his career by this. He's one of those players I reckon tarnished his career by his shit management career. Whereas now Carlisle,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but he's got some cracking goals in his Sparky.
292 Premier League appearances and 64 goals.
Yeah,
Not
and
a
you brought
great
up
goal scoring talent because he was probably more 80s, wasn't he, for United? And
yeah, 80s. And we spoke about this before we went on air as well about Eric Cantona and Matt Letizia, didn't we? Well, did we consider them strikers or midfielders? I consider them midfielders.
yeah, I do.
I know Cantona was used as a striker, but later years it was more kind of yeah,
I think if you
midfielder,
put
wasn't it?
Letizia for Letizia was more of that kind of free roaming attacking midfielder.
Yeah,
Like he scored from 30 yards and all those sort of goals. I just don't think he was a centre forward.
yeah.
I think Alan Ball at Southampton gave him that flexibility to do whatever he wanted, and that's why he had a great season. It was that freedom of play that they gave him. It wasn't a striker.
Mm.
Would you say the same about Stan Collymore?
Yeah, he wasn't prolific, was he, Stan? Most of Stan's goals, apart from that one against Newcastle, were just outside the box. That's kind of when I think of Stan Collymore.
Mm-hmm.
Think of him just the one against United for
Yeah,
Forest, one against Sheffield Wednesday for Liverpool, outside
yeah,
the box.
yeah.
Don't think you'd use him as a main striker, would you?
No. What about
Yeah.
Niall Quinn?
Oh, I tell you what, I love that Niall Quinn, Paul Walsh partnership, little
Yeah,
and large.
yeah.
Um,
But again, he worked well with Kevin Phillips in the late 90s for Sunderland.
yeah,
He was again another striker that just did a job, went under the radar. Tony Cottee, Jonesy.
Tony Kai, yeah. Tell you a striker, I even remember it's a bit of a looking back of it, and I didn't realise for the first two seasons how many goals he scored. Dean Holsworth. Remember Dean
Yeah,
Holsworth for Wimbledon? Yeah.
well
The first
done. Do you
season.
know what? Yeah, incredible.
The first season, he scored 19 goals in 34 games. The second season,
Yeah,
17. And then it just
yeah,
seemed to peak off. But he was, yeah.
yeah. No, Dion Dublin,
Oh, I love Dion Dublin.
Gianfranco Zola.
Was Zola more a striker, or what do you put him as?
Again, I've put question mark under Zola because he was a bit of a
Okay.
winger and
Bit of a maestro?
yeah, a bit of an
Yeah.
all over the
All
place.
rounder?
Um,
Uh,
I'm going to mention Jurgen Klinsmann, and I only want to mention him very briefly because I think he gets talked about too much. as a Premier League great. He had a great season,
Yeah.
but he didn't, he didn't set the world alight in English football, in my opinion.
Do you know when he signed? So, yeah, going back to that. So, yeah, his first season, he scored 20 goals.
Yeah.
Then he comes back on loan in 97, 98 for Spurs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't the same. He scored 9 goals. I think he
Yeah.
scored a hat trick or something, 4 goals. He scored, I don't know, but it wasn't the same, was it? It wasn't the same Klinsmann.
Nope.
But yeah, I wouldn't put him on my list, to be honest.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's like kind of, I think just people used his kind of fame from the 90s, Germany, Bayern Munich, Serie A, then thought, hey, playing the Premier League, well, amazing. I'm looking at like, the reason why I chose who I chose is because they lasted a lot of Premier League seasons and they were consistently good performers in any club they represented.
Yeah.
And I think that's a striker to me.
Yeah.
And that's,
all right. So,
yeah.
So I've just added 2 to my kind of list that didn't make. Just names, probably people forgotten. But do you remember Brett? Do you remember
Brett Angel? Yeah. Oh my God.
So he got signed by Mike Walker for 500,000, and then he had major surgery on his leg, and he just couldn't get to his full potential. Only 1 goal in 19 games.
He's a bit of a bruiser, didn't he? Though he was a bit of a sort of like a.
I like this quote
forward.
I like this one from Neville Southall. So Big Nev said, the step up for the Premier League was probably too much for him. He had the first touch like a tackle.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so Brett Angel, yeah. And my last one as well. Probably Hammers fans would probably know this one. There we go. Remember this guy? Samasu Abu.
Abu, yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
Abu.
So he's not considered a flop by West Ham. He's considered a bit of a cult figure. Yeah, I think he was known for his memorable own goal miss.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw this quote, which I found funny. He asked one time, I think it was the last day of the season, why West Ham fans boo him. And a teammate replied saying, no, they say Abu. And then from that moment, he always had a big smile on his face when he heard Abu. And then he went, after that, he got released to Ipswich Town and he scored once against Sheffield United. There you go.
Good old Abu. Yeah, well done, mate. Strikers. Stinkers. Good ones.
Oh, you know what? If we did this list again, my list would be different. As I said, I've crossed out, you've got crossed out. But as I said, it's a good episode to do.
Yeah, Jonesy, I want to be challenged here. Anyone thinks I've not put anything in the top 5 that I should have, or any stinkers that you think Jonesy should put in his top 5, tell us, because we want to know. And it was a tough call for us, but we had to do that list at the end to kind of recognize, because it's not just about scoring goals to be a good striker. It's the Niall Quinns of the Premier League that hold it up, that do a job. And I think I've probably mentioned this quite a few times on the pod. My quote for today, if I could do my Elmo Sesame Street moment, my quote of the pod is to do a job.
To do a job. Oh, love it.
I'm still reeling from that 4-4-2 list, but we'll cover that off on another pod, Jonesy, shall we?
We will, mate. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to cover the Premier League Hall of Fame as well. Cover that episode, those inductions, and how's something doesn't sit right with me. But all right, we can chat about that another time.
Yeah. What do we want from our listeners now, Jonesy? We want a bit of a revival of previous episodes gone by, don't we?
Yeah, we were chatting about mailbag memories. I need to bring that back.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, anything, any controversial, if you've got 100, I actually don't do 100. I'm not reading 100 players out. If you've got a top 5, top 10, which you want us to read out as well, or anything, let us know and I'll bring back the mailbag memories segment.
Yeah. Great shout.
Yeah. Cool.
No, brilliant, mate. Thank you ever so much again for the edits and the graphics, etc. If you would like to obviously see more of Jonesy's delightful artwork or on his page, because Jonesy has now become the king of, would you say, catalogue football now, Jonesy?
Mate, I'm obsessed.
Talk to us. Give us a little brief insight into your page, mate. Come on.
Yeah, it's big. I think the old 90s catalog's taken over. I am going to bring back some of my original material, but I just keep finding gold.
Yeah, you do. Quasar.
I'm a big fan of adverts and things like that. So yeah, if I can find little adverts and stuff like that, I'll share them on Instagram.
But that typifies nostalgia, though, doesn't it, Jonesy? Those catalogs and those boots and the gloves and the kit.
The comments I'm getting as well of what memories it's brought back to people. I think that's what that's what it's all about.
The one you did yesterday of not Duncan Ferguson, Ali McCoist in the Scotland kit. And all of the pictures. Oh, just the pictures of the kit.
So I did a bit of an Umbro loving yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But no, it's good. And hopefully find some more. But yeah, I'm at football.jonesy. Where are you, Woody?
Yeah. I'm at Woody W 1988. So I like to do anything kind of Premier League, Sheffield Wednesday, mainly.
Smashing out the new kits lately, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got a few new kits coming up, which they're just too good to miss. But if you do want to buy yourself a new kit or an old kit or anything glorious in between, we do have a Premier League podcast code for classic football shirts, don't we, Jonesy?
Absolutely. I think you just got to go to the cart. When you go check out, enter PLPod10 and you get 10% off.
We've had a few thank yous as of late, haven't we? A few people have used the discount code, which is nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's good. Making me very jealous with the purchases, but that's okay.
I know. Yeah. Jonesy, thank you ever so much, mate. I think we'll wrap it up from here. But anything else you want to speak to us about?
No, just keep liking, sharing. Tell your neighbour about the pod. Just put us out there to the world.
Yep. Lovely. Great.
Excellent.
Agreed. Thanks, mate.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye, guys.
Bye.